episode of Mr. Badger Talks to Scum, and I'm joined with a very, very close friend of mine, the lovely listener, Monty Hubbard. How are you, Monty?
Hey there, Mr. Ferret. How you doing?
I'm all right, you know. It's nice weather today, isn't it?
It very much is. Have you been near a park, or at least as close as you're able to get to one?
What are you trying to insinuate?
Oh, because of the probation or parole clause you have, where you're not allowed to get too close to them. Can you at least be like 101 meters away with binoculars?
No, that's incorrect information. I'm allowed as close as I want to be to a park. It's children I'm not allowed near.
Oh, really? Eh? Does that make it more fun? Does that make it more fun to be near them though, when you're not allowed to?
I haven't ever done anything wrong. It's all accusations. And I always said, you got to think of it this way: you can't rape a park.
No, you cannot rape a park. And hey, those kids are strong. Maybe they were holding you down, right?
Yeah, well, some of them were retarded, and they are super strong, aren't they?
Fucking extremely strong. And with the drool, they didn't need any lube, you know?
I think that for every extra chromosome, they get extra muscle, don't they? I think
they're X-Men.
They are superpowered.
Yeah.
I've got Down syndrome.
Oh, do you?
Probably. So,
I recognize the accent. You know what I mean?
Well, talking of accents, Monty, I'm picking up on. Are you, if I'm not mistaken, from Portugal?
It's close. I'm actually from Canada.
Canada. I had a Canadian on the other day. I had Jordan Ducharme. Do you know him?
Oh yeah. Him and I come from the same city in Canada, Vancouver.
Vancouver, the Grizzlies.
Yeah. That was the one team where the superstar was white. It made my heart proud.
Was it Bryant Reeves, if memory serves correct?
Oh, I don't pay attention to sports. I was just happy there was a white guy who was getting all the attention for once.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's the only reason why they drafted him. Although that is the thing, that I think that the main star was white, and the team did not last long.
No, that's true. Let's as much as I might admire his genetics, at least his external genetic superiority. Practically, they're not superior. White people suck at athletic stuff. We do.
Yeah, I suppose we don't have to strive as hard.
No. The other, what's interesting about Vancouver, though, is if you really wanted to get the demographics more accurate, the star should have been Chinese.
Chinese?
Yeah, half the population of Vancouver is Chinese.
Are you Chinese?
No. I've just purchased a lot. I just gave them a lot of money because they owned most of the property.
Do you have Chinese morals? Like, if you had a daughter, would you put it in a bin?
Only if. No, because I might be able to make some money off of her, right? You can sell them into other countries. So, you know.
Yeah, you got Angelina Jolie and Madonna and all that. They're that.
Right, yeah. And all these white people, especially the celebrities, they want to pay more for ones with skin tones that are a little bit darker, even if it's just slightly like yellow, right? So
yeah, well, you just hit the subject for today on the head. It was you want to talk to me, talking to celebrities about cancer culture, isn't it?
Yeah, or if you were from Vancouver and you were 50% of the population, it would be called cancer culture.
Cancer, yeah, that's what I just said.
Cancerer culture.
Yeah, what do you think it was? I said cancer. What?
Oh, cancer. Oh, I thought. Most people call it cancel culture.
I think
cancel.
I've researched the wrong subject here.
Were we gonna talk about chemotherapy and radiation treatment? Is that what you were thinking?
This is the third season, and in the middle of the podcast, we have a quiz, you see, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What's cancel culture?
I don't even know. Some people say it doesn't exist. They're full of shit. Some people say it's ruining society. They're not telling that that's not accurate either. I guess it's this thing where if you say certain things, especially in comedy, stand-up, people come at you online and start whisper campaigns and blacklisting, which you talked about in another episode with Tommy Tomsky. Then they can prevent you from working or, threaten you, things like that.
I've come at something online once.
Me too. I've come on things. Yeah.
Mainly your knuckles, I'm guessing.
My knuckles, or some people's chests or face, at least on a screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm near children. Just speaking. Just careful. Don't want to arouse you. Don't want to get you distracted. I know you can get kind of wander off, right?
There's cancel culture, and then there's real life arrests. That's.
Yes.
Yes. So, have you been a victim of cancel culture in the past?
Yeah, I've had shows shut down and stuff like that from people emailing venues saying I'm problematic or whatever.
What's problematic?
It's people who just don't have a sense of humor and are fucking retards. Not like you. You're a better. Yeah. You're an advanced. You're the fun kind. They're not even the Down syndrome kind. They're just the type that doesn't know how to have fun and doesn't have the right psychiatric medication.
I'm a happy retard.
That's right. That's the best kind. You know what? They talk about appropriating and all that kind of stuff. They took the culture and really ruined it. They took retard culture and fucking fucked it up, man.
Yeah. This is so cancel culture. You mentioned the Tommy Tomsky episode. Is that like blacklisting then, where people bully people into not being allowed to talk and things?
Yeah, or where I come from in Canada, the modus operandi is to put you on a blacklist, and then if they'll like bully or boycott bookers. So let's just say they didn't want Mr. Badger on a show, someone will approach a booker and say, if you put him on, we're going to put you on blast online, meaning negative online comments. We'll also get other comics to boycott doing that show. In Canada, it tends to be a bit more powerful because there aren't that many comics or shows, and the general public doesn't really give a shit about Canadian comedy. So any kind of negative consequence can actually really adversely affect comedy shows and producers, and so they're really scared of it.
Yeah, it sort of puts a stranglehold on what's actually allowed to be done, doesn't it? It limits what you can talk about.
And it's not the fun kind of stranglehold with safe words and stuff like that. It's the really bad kind.
Wow. No. To be fair, if you're with me, safe words don't matter anyway, so they're all bad.
Because not only, when it comes to safe words, not only are you retarded, you're deaf, right? Just like me.
Pardon?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'd make a good tag team.
I did that once back in my BBC days, but the child did not survive. So I take it you're over in the UK now?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that because like Canada is particularly bad for cancel culture then?
It's not. It's particularly bad for cancel culture, but even removing cancel culture, there's not much in the way of career opportunities in Canada because of our large geographic landmass, relatively small population, and physical proximity to the United States.
Oh, okay. Because I thought
they brain drain is what so all the creatives tend to end up in the U.S.
Yeah, I see. Is that where the money is?
Yeah. That's where the money and opportunities are, right? Well, it's the largest mass media producer in human history, right? So
I did hear you once opened for the Canadian comedian Doug Stanhope. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's actually American, but yeah, we'll just call him Canadian. Fuck it, right? Who cares? No one's anything anymore, right?
Oh, I thought he was from Canada.
No, he's from the U.S., right?
Ah, well, same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Canada's like just the 51st state, really.
Yeah, what I always got confused with, is it Alaska, where it's technically it's Canada, but it's got oil in it, so America went, no, it's ours.
That's it. Canada has oil in it too, but they have a strategic alliance, so they don't need to invade it.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah. I'm gonna invade my own podcast right now because we're accidentally changing tack because As I say, we've got a quiz in the middle. It's called Badger Mind, and the questions don't really relate to cancel culture, but we'll see what we can do.
We're gonna do what you do, Mr. Ferret.
Yes, we've got 30 seconds, and you've got to try and tell me the names of these celebrities that have died of cancer.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start now. The first one, she's dead, and she recorded a song called Hot Stuff, and if she got cremated, that's definitely what she'd be right now.
Oh, wow. I don't got that one. That one I can't think of.
No, we'll move to the next one. The next person, this was an ex-Beatle who is definitely with his sweet lord.
Oh, is that George Harrison?
Oh, there we go. We've got the first one.
Yeah.
This actor actually became a character that he was in a film, which was Ghost.
Oh, neat. Patrick Swayze.
Oh, bloody, you're doing better than most people so far. Here we go.
I'm having one of my better days.
I'm not. I'm killed. The third one, this lady was part of Charlie's Angels and now maybe an actual angel because of anal cancer.
Oh, that one, I didn't know the cast of Charlie's Angels well enough, so was it hopefully it was the black one?
Let's move on. Oh dear. Let's move on to oh fuck it. We started to all finish. We'll do this last question. This one is a computer pioneer who's definitely become a rotten apple. Now he has died of cancer.
Oh, Steve Jobs, but he's definitely unemployed.
Yeah, that's you've just you've broken the record by getting 3 correct. So congratulations.
Oh, nice.
It is Monty, isn't it?
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah,
close enough.
We'll sort it in the edit, whatever it is. But we'll go through the answers of the first one. The hot stuff was Donna Summer.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Now, the next one you got is George Harrison. Then we had Patrick Swayze, which you guessed. You got Steve Jobs, and the one before that you didn't get was Farrah Fawcett, who died of anal cancer.
Oh, did she? I would have given her some anal cancer.
I think that's what caused it. Is how she got most of her roles. I think somebody must have had a cancerous penis.
Right. Yeah. She was a Weinstein.
I don't get what all the complaints was about that. You know.
I think it's just anti-Semitism. They just, they're just trying to keep a Jewish man down, right?
That's it. Don't have sex with our white women. I think that's what was the long and short.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, also, they're the ones who like to get choked and then claim they didn't like it afterwards. That's the other thing you got to be careful of with white women.
Oh, I thought you
black
meant
women, at least. Well, them too. No, they just control the media. That's all that happened to them. And your bank. Black women at least fight back. They fight. They'll hit you harder than you can hit them. It was hot, right?
I would never dare strangle any woman. I've got a feeling that in my advanced years, I think I may get beaten up by a child nowadays. You know.
Right. Yeah. With all the arthritis and stuff, it's snap, crackle, pop, right?
That's it. Yeah. I shit myself now if someone just bends me finger back.
Wow. Now you're turning me on.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back into this because you're talking about turning on. That's one of the things you can't mention nowadays, isn't it? Is sexual inappropriate things to women and whatnot.
What I found interesting, Mr. Ferret, is that you can oddly enough, are you familiar with the term Overton window?
No.
Basically, long story. I'm oversimplifying it because I'm not smart enough. It means that the things that are socially acceptable and things within the Overton window are socially acceptable and things outside of the Overton window are socially unacceptable. It tends to have to do with cultural parameters. Oddly enough, because of the way that some of the culture has sort of attacked this, traditional family, making fun of fucking kids doesn't seem to cause as much controversy as you think it would.
No.
Oddly enough. Yeah.
Like I said, I've got quite a big following, and I literally stand on the stage pretending to be a paedophile. It's quite fun. Yeah, but
and they don't know that you're actually not joking.
Wow, that's it. Yeah, hiding in plain sight is what they call
Yeah, well,
it.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
no wonder he always took fees in babysitting. It was strange.
yeah, I do it. I do it for a toffee bar. I'm not fussed, mate. But,
yeah, you need bait.
But would you say that there's a swing back now from this so-called cancel culture?
Yes, slowly.
Yeah.
It's slower than people want to admit.
So I'm finding now that the comedy clubs that insist on having a safe space, they're not working out so well, really. Mainly because like hippies and that don't have any money. So,
right, and the social justice advocate or warrior types tend to, like, their parents cut them off with their allowance eventually.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and they all have like degrees that don't get them jobs. Here's what I've found. I've done comedy for the better part of 10 years, and I've done it in all kinds of different environments, and I've pretty well stuck to my, not pretty well, I've stuck to my brand and style the whole time. The general public is down for comedy if it's funny. They don't care. The general public isn't, it's not going through a filter for the general public. I would say the people who are most, if we're going to just say for the sake of argument that cancel culture exists, it's not the general public, it's not the average comedy goer, it's more people involved or adjacent to the industry that are the driving force behind it. In other words, comics, producers, bookers. And the thing that is most frustrating about that is they claim they're doing it for safety reasons, but they're not actually listening to their own audience, e.g. the people they say they're trying to protect. The audience almost never, like, I do comedy the way I do it. I've been doing it for the better part of 10 years. I have had very few actual negative audience interactions. Yeah, I've bombed. I've had bad sets. But people actually trying to get me unemployed comedically, that doesn't really happen very often. That's usually comics and bookers who do that. That's my experience.
A genuine example of what happened. I went onto a stage. I did very well for 10 minutes. I won't name the act, but a young, I'm not even going to name what sort of gender they are, but a young act went on.
Let them choose.
Yeah, trust me, yeah. So they went on, they did not do very well at all, and went backstage and complained that the crowd were homophobic. Yet the headliner was actually gay and went on and did very, very well. So it seems now to be a crutch to use against audiences, i.e. if they don't find me funny, it's because they're bigoted.
Right. I find a lot of these comic types or producer types or whoever you want to call them, they're the types that often aren't that good at comedy or are lazy and they want to get to the front of the line faster. And a good way, a social cachet these days is to cancel other people, unfortunately. However, back to a previous question you asked, that is, people they've got a kind of, they're numb to people canceling people. That's starting to be like, this person, like, people don't, the clickbait and the fucking Twitter, they've overwhelmed people. So it doesn't have the same punch that it used to. This guy was problematic. It's not even that it causes sensation where it's like, because it used to be, if someone, Andrew Dice Clay built his career off of this, Dave Chappelle is still doing it to a certain degree. If there's controversy, it sells tickets. That's not always the case. But I don't think controversy hurts ticket sales anymore either, because I don't think anyone gives a shit. Also, the news cycle, because of social media, is really fast now. So if you and I were to get in trouble for this podcast, which fingers crossed we do, 2 days later, everyone will have forgotten about it.
Yeah,
right?
I think you hit the nail on earlier. Is about the bookers or producers, as you call them. I think that is the main issue. Is that I've upset bookers a long time ago that still won't book me now, even though I've got a better following and I'm doing a lot better than some of the acts that they do book. So it can bite you in the arse even when you're proving that you are funny and crowds do want you.
I think all this, what this does to not just whinge about, or as you guys say over here, you guys use whinge, or I would say whine about cancel culture, because that's getting old too, is podcasts and stuff just going on and on about, look at what they did now, look what the left did now, look what the wokes did now. I think the solution is we just got to build our own shit, collaborate with like-minded retards, and just work, because there's an audience. We might have to put some elbow grease into finding the audience, but it's out there. There's people who want to see this shit, man. And that is one hill I'll die on. Any of these fucking loser comics, that's outdated, no one wants to see that. Bullshit. The most popular podcasting comedians that are going right now are all transgressive, edgy, counterculture, whatever you want to call it. They are. They're the most popular ones. So, proof's in the pudding, baby.
The proof's with me, because I've got 56 listeners now.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
56 diehard, retard, pedophile apologists. Yeah.
Well, now you've just insulted my fan base. We'll just ask, is there anything you want to plug?
No, I love apologists. I love apologists. Just don't ever actually apologize.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Is there anything I want to plug? Just follow me on Instagram at Mark Hughes Comic. Angry comments help the algorithm, by all means. If that's what you need to do. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, I'll get straight on there, and I'll pretend you're in some of the special rings that I'm in, you know. Champion. Well, it's been lovely having you, Mark. Say goodbye to the boys and girls. No,
cool, man.
Retarded to say goodbye to boys and girls. Say goodbye!
Hello.
That'll do.
Oh, there's another one in the bag. Again, please do like, subscribe, follow, share, do whatever you can to help grow this podcast, because we've actually lost listeners since the last time I asked people to try and share it with friends. But if we can, I want to try and get up to at least 100 listeners by the end of the year. Anyway, thank you very much. Love you all.